Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ready Set Pop. I am Mariel Pistori, all the way from Mexico City, joined by two beautiful guys, my best friends, Lucas Apache from Brazil and Mauricio Sierra from Colombia. Hello, boys.
Hey
Hello,
guys,
hello.
hello.
How are
Another
you today, guys?
another one. I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing great. A
Roasted.
little
Mariel is
hot.
Yeah,
roasted.
Marielle.
I'm still
Marielle
roasted.
is like the
It's been
boy
like
band. 98 degrees.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's really hot in here. Like the song, like
Yeah.
Nelly's song, it's getting hot in
Yeah, I
here.
know.
So yeah,
Yeah,
That is your
but
song
don't take
today.
off
it's
your
crazy.
clothes. There's kids watching.
No, I don't. I'm so light. I'm wearing these kind of shirts, and I'm still sweating all the time. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh
Oh
crazy.
my
God.
It's
God.
crazy.
A lot of hot.
It's
I know.
caliente
But
in
anyway,
Mexico.
Yes. Caliente,
it's
yes.
quente,
Kenchi.
como Kenichi, como você diz,
Kenchi.
Lucas,
Genchi. Sí.
Kenichi. Yeah. Well, welcome to another episode. Today is Mao's choice. He decided to talk about go back like way back, way back
No.
in time, to talk about these songs that we used to play or love back in our senior year in high school. So, um, I want to know, Mao, why did you decide to talk about this, and what can people expect from this episode?
Oh, thank you, Mariel. Well, all the time we are talking about our years, like our teenage years, like
Mm-hmm.
our idols come from this moment of time. So I
Yes.
was
Yeah.
thinking, and I was like, okay, maybe this is the moment to share like these memories with the music that were in that moment in time. Like
Mm-hmm.
these songs that were part of this last year, like the senior year of our child or of our high school. So I thought, okay, it could be a good idea to talk about it. So because I don't know for you guys, and today I want to talk about it, but for me was like very bittersweet, like a lot of things happening. The last year was special and important. So today we are talking not only about the songs, also about our experiences back in
Yeah.
time.
Okay. Yes.
Behind the
I'm
track.
so glad that you decided to do this, Mal, because I think it's really important for us to share our experiences in high school. We definitely lived it, differently because we all live
Yeah,
in different countries. So I'm really
yeah,
excited to know how was it for you guys, because when we see movies and they go to prom, I don't know in your countries, but in here we don't have that kind of prom. We do have
Yeah.
proms, but it's not like the typical you see in the movies when a guy
Yeah.
asks you out
In,
and you have
yeah.
to wear something here, and
yeah.
it's
No,
not
no,
at all,
no,
not
No.
like
not at
that at
all.
That
all.
is
Yeah,
very American. Yes.
yes,
Yes.
very gringo. Yeah.
Mary Gringo. Yeah, that's the word. So, well, now you are the follow. You lead, we'll follow. So,
Yes.
Thank you, Mariel. Perfect. Well, before talking about these songs, I want to start asking you guys, how was the last year, like the senior year? Like, let me know, let the audience know too about what was the name of the school. It was good, it was bad. Who were your friends? I want to know a lot of details from that time. So, Mariel, you can start.
okay. Um, my high school. I studied there for 6 years. When you finish sixth grade, you go into junior high.
Yeah,
So it's 3 years of junior high and then high school. So I
yeah.
studied there for 6 years. It's the school my mom went to.
Oh,
So
okay, that's interesting to know. What is
yeah,
the name?
it's called Queen Mary School.
Queen Mary School.
Mhm.
Like that, or is like
Is in
Reina
English?
or
No,
something? Is
no,
in
no.
Spanish?
It's Queen Mary School.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yep. So well, for me, it was really cool to be part of the same school that my mom attended to back in the day. So it was fun. The senior year, I don't know in your countries, but you get to choose one area of specialty, and you get to be
Okay.
assigned into that area. So since I was so bad at math and physics and chemistry and all those difficult
Same.
things that I don't want to talk about, um, and they asked me, which area are you going to take? So I choose area 4, which
Okay.
covers a lot of um, history, philosophy, literature, English. So it's more like arts oriented.
Yeah.
um, and for me, it was
Here,
really
here,
fun.
here, here we call that humanidades. I don't know if it's the same there.
Yes, humanidades. Yes, of course. So
Hmm.
I was really happy in that area because I finally found that I was not under that pressure of you have to pass math, you have to pass physics, and all that stuff that made me crazy. So
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. There was only 10 of us in that area, so it was just 10 people. We had a lot of fun. It was
Yeah.
great. Teachers were really cool. So for me, the last year, the senior year, was like the best.
Okay. So you have good memories about that time, Mario.
Good and bad, obviously. Like
Okay.
everything, there's good and bad things, but definitely, I did enjoy my senior year.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Luquitas, my friend?
Well, I think here is very different because, as you guys may know, education in Brazil is not something that is very seriously taken, like for politicians. Like
Yeah.
speaking, it's very poor. It's very hard. There's a lot of kids that are not even on school. So I
Mhm.
studied in good schools, were public schools, but good. But I know that was not like great. Lazy teachers,
Mhm.
a lot of frustrated teachers because they are not very well paid here in Brazil. But to be fair, I was not super into studies too. I always had that
Mhm.
mindset that you just live once, and
Yeah.
I wanted to be a teenager in the most cliche sense of the word. So I here in Brazil is different. Like you spend 4 years in primario, like the four grades, then more
Oh.
4 years in medium, the ensino médio,
Yes.
eh, and then you go to what is high school that is supposed to be more 3 years, but I spent four because I was really
Okay.
bad, and they kept me
Okay.
in the second year for
Oh.
yes. I show Mao my grades
Yeah.
yesterday. I'm sure he was shocked, but uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I was not a good student, but I had the time of my life in school. Like especially the senior year was very different to me because I grew up with the same friends, and in the last year in school they were not there anymore because I was supposed to stay 1 year more, so we didn't graduate together. But I had a chance to make more friends, and like here in Brazil, when you are in the senior year, the younger kids like loves you and wants to be friends. And I
Mhm.
was already 18, so I had two more friends that were 18, so we were the only ones going to school in a car.
Yeah.
So it
Okay.
was very very cool. I had the time of my life, and I had an amazing experience. I never regretted this year that I spent more in school. Actually, I feel that even being there for one more year, I was not prepared to get out because here they don't prepare us for the real world. Like Maria was supposed to choose like something to be focused in the last year.
Yeah.
Nothing like this here in Brazil. Like most
Mm.
of people are already working. That's why high school here is at night for most people. I studied
Oh.
in the night, so it's very different. But I love the time of my life, and I love me there. I have
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm
love.
wrong, Luquitas.
Yeah.
So for what you're saying, uh, studying is like a privilege in Brazil.
Basically, especially if you want
Mm.
to have a good education.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
we have four types of school here. That is the private, that is supposed to be better because you can pay. You
Mm-hmm.
have the public school that is ruled by the city. That was
Mm-hmm.
my case. So it's a little bit better than the other one that is ruled by the state. That those are very
Oh.
bad. You know, like
Oh, okay,
they
okay,
don't
okay.
put money and everything to be better. And there's another type that you made a test to be part of. So in this type of school, you can choose some especially things to learn to prepare you for the market when you get out.
Okay.
Mm.
But you gotta study a lot to be in a good school or pay. That's the truth.
Oh,
Mariel, in your case,
interesting.
was a private school, right?
Yes, private
Okay,
school.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
What kind of a student you were back in the day, mi Mariel? You were like this nerd or like crazy, or how was that for you?
Of course, she wasn't there.
Yeah.
No, you know
No?
what I told you once we started. I was so
Yeah,
bad
you
at
are not
math
good.
and
Yes.
chemistry and physics. Those subjects for me were hell, a hell.
Yeah. Same. Same.
But I was really good at geography. You know, I love geography, history, and more like something to be remembered by, not so
Yeah.
much like numbers. And I was good in English, so I was an average student, not the worst,
Okay.
but not the best. So I was like
Not
in
the
the middle.
best. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
no, 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 no. And now, Yumao, tell us about your senior year, and so we can get started with the songs.
Yes, I think for me it was like very similar to you, Mariel, because I think Mexico and Colombia had these similarities.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I don't know for you, but I think for you is 7 years for the high school, or how was that? Like 3 years, and the last year is like a preparation or something like that
No,
for the college, right?
three years, 3 years of
Three
high school.
years.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, and in that senior year, you are like preparing yourself for the college, right?
yes, yes.
Yes, in this case, here in Colombia, it's not like that. It's like you are in 11th grade, but they are not preparing you for nothing, to be honest.
Uh,
Like it's the last year of the high school, and no more. You got your diploma, and that's all. I
mm-hmm,
studied in a public school too. It was
mm-hmm.
not bad, but it was not the best. And as Lucas said, it's the same. It's similar here. If you pay, you get better education for sure. The teachers from these kind of schools, public schools here in Colombia, are very old people, like are there forever, and they are very strict,
Mm-hmm.
and they are very this kind of teachers.
Okay, okay, okay.
I perceive a lot of frustration, a little frustration for some of these teachers, as
Yeah.
Lucas said. I was not a nerd, but I was this kind of a student that all the time is doing what he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was so afraid all the time, like I don't want to fail, I don't want to,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, sure.
And I had like bittersweet moments, as you said, like it was not like for me the best year, as you said, but it was not good, it was not bad, it was like another year in my life.
Okay.
In
Okay.
that moment, in that moment, I perceived like, oh my God, this is the best moment in my life. But right now, I don't see
That
that
way.
year like, yes, not at
Yeah.
all, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was suffering and I was struggling with a lot of things, like being bullied in some way. Like it was like that.
Yeah.
So yes,
Course.
I was not the rebel guy. Like Lucas was mentioned, like he was like a rebel guy, the bad guy, and I find that so interesting. And in the case of Mariel, you had a lot of fun. I had fun too, but like very mixed, like very bittersweet.
Well,
Yeah.
I had
Uh,
fun in the senior year because a year before, which is like 11th grade. Yeah,
yeah.
11th grade was a living hell for me too. because of
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
bullying and stuff like that. So it got
Hmm.
better in my senior year. So yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
I
Because
Sorry
feel it.
for
to
us,
hear.
the last year is the 11th grade. We
Oh
don't
no, in
have
here
that
it's
year, that senior year
Okay.
of preparation for college. Yeah,
oh no.
it's the 11th grade. Okay,
Oh,
moving on to the songs.
first of all, Mo, hold on.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
say hello to, well, Colombia is in the house, darling. Your mom,
Oh wow.
Julian. Oh, hi, Julian. And your
Ah,
dad,
you know him, Mariel,
and Nancy are
my
here.
brother.
So we're just everybody. I know your brother, yes.
Yeah.
And Adrian, of course, and we have Joaquin, of course, yes. Hello, everybody.
Ah,
Great to
my
see
dad
you.
Hello.
I
is
hope you guys
too.
enjoy this
Ah, thank
episode.
you.
Hello, guys.
Yes.
Yes, I'm telling you, the whole Colombian country is here.
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
I think it's the first time my brother is online, so thank you,
Yeah.
Juli, for being
Ma-
here.
Yes.
Mao, I just want to add something. Later, I was
Yeah.
a teacher, so I paid my bills. You
Okay.
know, everything I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
came back like a karma in those 4 years that I was a
Yeah.
teacher. So
That was
we are
interesting,
fine.
friend, because I know that you had the opportunity to be a teacher in your own school.
Yes, I was. It was not on this one.
Oh.
Was the other one that I went before. It was very
Yeah,
weird to be in the
to
other
come
side.
back.
You
Yeah,
know,
I
I
know.
missed my friends all the time that I was there. It was not good to be honest. But being a teacher is what made me a grown person. You know, I
Okay,
learned
yes, for
everything
sure.
about being an adult
Yeah, you
inside
get
the
to be
school again.
you get
Yeah.
to be on the other side. So yeah, I get it.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so
that's very cool.
we have Marlon Ramos. Hello. I guess
Ah, my
Hello,
friend
Marlon.
Marlon. Yes, my
Colombia.
friend Marlon from
How is your
Barranquilla.
friend?
Yes,
Yes.
Oh,
yes, from
well,
Barranquilla.
greetings to
Barranquilla, like
Barranquilla.
Shakira. Shakira
Yes,
Yes.
like
city.
Shakira. Yes, en Barranquilla se baila así.
Okay,
Love it.
Mimo. So let's
Moving
begin
on with the
with our
songs.
playlist. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I want to start with Luquitas. What is your first song?
Okay, what is my first song? Oh, is Savannah Alton,
Yeah,
Goodbyes. It's
yeah.
like um
Uh,
Maria, I hope Mariel had the time to listen. Do you, Mariel?
yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
only one, but yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a not very famous song, but again, the song that I listened to the most in 2008 was Easy You by Cassie.
Okay.
So I'm not
Okay.
talking about the song again.
Okay.
I chose this one because it was released in 2008, the year that I was in my senior year. Savannah was one of the first singers that started to appear on YouTube. Like that moment, YouTube was kind of new, and was the moment when people started to record themselves and make covers. And she was one of the first that gained attention outside YouTube. So Disney Channel was um, bringing her to some compilations and everything. She never became really popular or had a deal like with the Hollywood records or anything. But
Hmm.
this song "Goodbyes" was released in 2018, a compilation, and is actually about her senior year.
Yeah.
So I remember when I watched the music video, she's like saying goodbye to the friends, to the school, and the boy that she loves. And the music video is in her school with all posters like class of 2008. So I felt connected to that song, and
Hmm.
I listened to that song during the whole year. So every time I listen to that, it's impossible not to come back to 2008 and that moment in school for me. And I really love the song. I really love her voice. I don't know if you guys had the chance to listen. I would love to know your thoughts about it. But it's definitely one song that can take me there again, you know?
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that's great, Luquitas.
Yeah.
Well, I did listen to it. I let's just say I didn't know it. So right now I cannot, like tell you the lyrics.
Yes, yes, yes.
Kind of
Of course.
didn't memorize it, but but I think it's cool. I think It's fun. It's so you. It's very
Yeah.
Luquitas, if you ask. It was good. It
Yeah,
was good. I mean,
exactly.
for the first listen, it was good.
Yes. And you, Mal?
Something that caught my attention was the lyrics, actually, because it was like the perfect song for the senior year, you
Yes.
know? Like she's talking about these experiences and saying goodbye to the friends and to the school. So it's weird because I never heard it in my life. So I was like, okay, this is the kind of song that it's perfect to put like in a prom party or something like that,
Yeah.
like to have like a closure or something like that, because the
Exactly.
lyrics are perfect. Yes, and it's a shame this girl didn't have the chance to be signed by a record
Yeah.
label or something like that, because
Yeah.
she was cute, very cute.
Yeah. And she's
And
still releasing music. Yes. But
oh,
in the
okay,
family.
okay, that's
Yes.
good. Yes, yes, but this is the kind of singer that all the time you say like, what happened with her? You
Yeah.
know, like
Mhm.
other singers, even very similar, had the chance
Mm-hmm.
to be more popular, and she didn't have this chance. So yes, it's weird, but yeah,
Yes.
like it's the perfect song that you can play. And I know the feeling when you play this kind of song and you are like moving on time to that part
Yes.
of your life, you
Totally.
know?
Yes. Totally. Yes. It's one of
Great.
those songs for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Next song, Mariel. What is your first song?
Okay. I'm guessing you guys already know. Is it going? Is it going? I don't know. You're looking for. I'm obsessed with Timbaland's "Give It to Me" featuring Justin Timberlake and Nelly Furtado. Nelly Furtado is gonna be named a lot today
Yeah.
Oh
because
yes. Yes.
she was my top singer back in the day. I mean, she's still my number two after Mariah, so she's still my queen.
Yes.
But back then, she was at the peak of her career, and this collaboration with Timbaland and JT was. I always thought it was really fun. It was really catchy. I love the lyrics of how they made themselves look like the best. So
Yeah.
I really liked it, and I used to listen to it a lot in the last months of my senior year. So I remember that because I used to study really hard not to fail and to be
Mm-hmm.
able to graduate. Um, so when I was not focusing on, like studying, I played some music to, relax, and Give It to Me was definitely part of that playlist. So for me, it's like an anthem of my senior year. And I want to
Okay.
know your thoughts, Mao.
It's funny, Mariel, because Nelly Furtado for me was like this singer, from when I remember 2007 is Nelly Furtado for me, like the queen,
Yeah.
because one of my songs
Hmm.
is also by her. So this song was not so popular here in Colombia. Of course, as you said, she was at her peak. So all the time she was playing in the radio and in NTV and everything. I like the song. Not my favorite, but her, but it's very fun,
Hmm.
like actually I remember, I don't know if here in Colombia this song was released in 2008, but I don't remember this song from 2007. So here was were more popular other song by her,
Later. Yes.
but this song no. So yes, but it's a fun song, and it's a great collaboration, because at that
Yeah.
time Timbaland was working with Justin and Nelly. So
Yeah.
it was like the perfect combination to have these two amazing artists in one song. So yes, I remember it was iconic.
It was like a mix of both Nelly's album Loose and JT's
And
future sex
Justin, yes, for
plus
sure,
Timbaland's
totally.
like it's
Yeah,
like
the
a mix
Timbaland
between Say It
production.
Right,
Yeah.
it's like a mix between Say It Right and My Love from Justin.
Yes,
So
yes, for
it
sure.
kind
Yeah.
of gives you that vibe, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally agree. What do you think, Luquitas?
Yeah, they were definitely like a holy trinity in
Yeah.
2007. Like they were everywhere. And I remember in 2007, I was not super into this song in particular, but I think it's one of those cases that we had so many amazing songs going on
Yeah.
that this one was not on my radar all the time. But I remember
Mhm.
seeing on MTV Hits There was a channel from US that we had here on cable, and was like all day long this music video there.
Oh,
And it's funny because now I like this song more than I did back then. I think it's super cool, but
For
back
me, it's
then
the
I was
same.
not super into. Yes,
Yes,
sounds
for me, it's the
better
same.
now. Yes, for me.
and now what's your next song, Nemo?
Another Nelly Furtado song. This song,
Told you.
when I think, yes, when I think about 2007, I think about this song. It's Set It Right by Nelly Furtado. I remember that she was releasing a lot of music from Luz, and the moment when she released Set It Right, like the word stop for me, you know? Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like, oh my God, this song is so good. And the story behind the song, it is. I had a huge crush on a guy that was a straight guy, and I think he never, of course, in that moment, I was not able to say anything about my sexuality. So
Mhm.
I think he never knew. I don't know right now,
Mm.
but it was like the perfect lyrics that I want to dedicate for him. Like because there is this part of the song that is there is a place that I want to show that you know you don't know or something like that. I can show you a
Yeah,
place that you
Oh,
and
God only
yes,
knows.
yes, that
but
exactly.
nobody
With that
knows.
line, I was thinking like I can show you this place like of I don't know of being with a man that you don't know, you know. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
this is the story. This is the story behind this song, and this song was I was listening to the song like every time, like on the radio, on MTV. I was so glad in that year because finally, in my parents' house we had MTV, because in the other years we didn't have.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
and I remember the first time I saw the video was like, oh, Nelly Furtado is perfection. You know, she looks beautiful. The video is great. The Timbaland production, I love Timbaland production for sure. So yes,
Her
this is my
hair.
first song. Yeah, for sure.
Great, great, a great choice.
Yeah.
Great
What about
choice.
your next song, Mariel?
Well, before you say it right, I was so obsessed with Nelly's hair, like the bangs.
Yeah,
Yes.
same.
Yeah.
I cut
I
it
was
like that.
obsessed too.
She
I
was
had
old
it like that.
fashioned.
You
Oh,
did?
Yes,
really?
I did. I did.
We need
You
pictures. Yes.
yes, we need pictures.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know if I
song
have
is
pictures.
perfect.
I
Yes,
don't
I
know if I
love it.
have pictures, but I did cut it. I don't look I like so much like her because she had straight hair, and I have curly hair, so it
Yeah,
looked different.
Yeah.
But I was like, I am Nelly Furtado,
of
So
course.
yes,
Yes. What's your moment?
yeah,
The Nelly
okay,
Furtado moment. Yeah.
the Nelly Furtado moment. Yeah. Who's next?
It's
Mi
you.
Mariel, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Next one. This one is very special for me. Because who introduced me to the best music? You tell me. Who was
Your
my
father.
teacher?
Your father.
Your
Yes,
dad, for
of
sure.
course. Yeah. So he was obsessed with Supertramp and this song "Breakfast in America." And then when I listened to Gym Class Heroes, uh, Cupid's
Mm.
Chokehold, because the name is
Yeah.
kind of weird. Um, I was like, why are they doing this to that song? Because for my dad, it was like a huge anthem. But then I kind of, like let it be. Like okay, let me listen to it once again, and I loved it. I mean, the song is so bad because of the things the guy is saying when he raps. Like I know I have a girlfriend and she has her own ringtone and some very silly stuff there, but there was a mix between my dad's taste and what was new back then. So
Yeah.
it was a time when I was starting to like changing and focusing more on what I wanted to do, and that song always comes back to me, like, oh, take a look at
Okay.
my girlfriend. Yeah. So I don't know, you guys knew this song?
Yes, yes. Because of MTV Hits too
Oh.
was there all the time.
Mm.
I want to
Oh,
know
that's
the Lucas opinions because I think it's a song that Lukitas loves or likes.
No.
No?
Actually not,
Okay.
but is because of the same, this is the same reason the other track Mariel chooses, because there was a lot of music and amazing music back then, and of course for me it was a cool track, but it was not in my favorites. But I never hated, was just not
Yeah.
one of my favorites. Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And you, Mao, you know it?
It was, yes, of course, Mariel, and it was like a unlocked memory for me because when I was listening to the playlist for the episode, I was like, "Oh,
Mm.
this is that song," and it moved me immediately to 2007 too, because
Mm.
I
Yes.
remember that song from high school. Maybe was not like huge here, but I remember in NTV all the time that song. And
Yes.
today,
All the
actually,
time.
I was listening the song and I was like, oh, this song is so good. This song is so good. So yes, it was good because it translates me to that moment in time. Like it was like
Yes.
a
Yeah.
memory unlock for me. So yes, I like the song, and it was like yes, and I remember this moment in time like a lot of this kind of music was going on, like Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy. That was
Mm-hmm.
a little
Mm-hmm.
similar. So yes, it was very 2007. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's so bad because, like I told you, the lyrics are so bad, and we spend hours on the phone and not saying one word, something like that. And I'm like, what a silly song.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm more fond of it
It's silly,
because
but it's good.
of the
Yeah.
fact that they used Supertramp's Breakfast in
Yeah.
America.
He was dating Katy Perry when he wrote that song. It's
Oh,
probably
okay,
about
okay,
her.
okay,
Yes.
okay,
Oh,
okay. Oh, fun fact.
interesting fact.
Fun
Yeah,
fact.
fun
Yes.
Hmm.
fact.
Yes.
Yeah. What about
Okay,
you, Luki?
Gitas.
What is your next song?
Okay, now I go with Colby O'Donnell's with Akon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you got? This song was for me like so good, and I grew up like seeing guys singing most from pop rock universe, and trying to pretend that the songs were mine, like,
Yeah.
Uh,
this is my song, this is my song. And this was one of the first singers that was not in the pop rock universe that I pretend for months that that song was mine. In my
Okay.
room, singing at the shower. And I used to love that song. Even now, when I listen to the song, is like I gotta make a performance. I don't know. I think it's so
mm,
cool. And I remember I was very curious about him because I don't know if you guys know, but he's our age. He was born in
Yes.
1989, and but
okay.
he was signed since he was a little kid. Like there's a
Yeah.
song by him in the Stuart Little soundtrack that was released in 1999. So he was like 10 years old or something. But he was one of those cases that took forever
Mm-hmm.
for an album, and probably something similar to JoJo, like they keeping the guy in the under the label and nothing happened. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe it was a great moment for him to have like the official debut single. And back then when the song was released, I had like a thing with a girl. She was
Okay.
like younger than me,
Mm-hmm.
and she was very into material things. Like she
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
basically only talked about makeup and clothes and all those things, and I
Mm-hmm.
was always very bored with her. I tried to took her to plays, in theater, like, or movies and things, and she was always like, I don't like it. It was very boring. Yes. So the lyrics kind of make me remind that, like, always talking about what you got, always talking about what you got, girl, you know that you need to stop. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that song reminds me that girl too, but
That is
mostly,
this. That is the story behind the song.
yes, yes, but mostly that ear, not so much the girl, but sometimes I remember her too.
She
Yeah.
pops into
Okay.
your
Okay.
mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So well,
I,
I didn't know the song. So
no, really.
no.
I know about Mao loves the song too, but I had no idea about it.
Okay, until you sent the list, I always thought Colby O'Donis was black.
No,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's because I never actually pay attention. So, and I don't remember him on the Lady Gaga video. So
Yes.
Okay.
I
But
always thought he was a black.
I think he
Okay.
can be mixed race. I don't know, but
Oh well,
for me
maybe.
he's black. I don't know.
Oh, well,
Okay.
Yeah,
but I
Because
like it.
he's half Latino and half black or something like that. I don't
I
know.
don't know. It's better we don't have this discussion now
Yes,
because we can
yes,
say
yes,
wrong. Yeah,
yes,
but
yes.
did you like the song, Mariel? Do you like it?
I liked it. I mean, I love Akon, so I think the
Yeah,
mix
Okay.
between those two. I was actually about like to choose Smack That for a
yeah,
moment.
Mm.
But yeah, I think the collaboration was good. Both sound pretty similar. So
Yeah.
to me, I'm like,
yeah.
who is
Uh huh.
Yeah.
singing? Because they sound very similar. But I liked
Yeah,
it. I liked it, and now I know that Colby is not black.
yeah. And
Yeah.
the productions with Akon were like fire too.
Yeah,
Was
Akon
Yeah.
was.
like Timbaland, like Red One Productions to
Yeah.
like Convict, were
Uh
Yeah.
really
huh. Uh huh.
We're really good.
good. Yes,
Ah,
Uh, Adrian says that song was my least favorite from the playlist. The
the
one
one
with
with
Akon.
Akon. That's
okay, okay.
okay.
There
Well,
is
that's
there is
okay.
a comment by Joaquin that primary school in Chile. Did you read it, mi Maria?
No,
I didn't. I just saw it, but I was just saying hi to everybody, but I didn't read it.
Okay. Do you want to read it?
Yeah,
go
he
ahead,
says
Mom.
primary.
Go ahead.
Go-
Mao, go ahead, Mao.
Okay. I think Mariel handled better than me, but primary school in Chile is 9 years and 4 years of secondary school. You leave school between 17 and 18 years old. How
Yeah,
nice to know about your story. It's
yeah,
very interesting to know this kind of stories in Latin America because
yeah.
we manage
Yes.
a different stuff, you know?
Yes,
Very
yes.
different stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's very interesting to know like the difference between the countries because you think it's Latin America and every country manages the thing in the
No,
same way and it's not like that.
No,
So
no.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
works
interesting.
works
very.
differently.
um yes. Talking about Colby Adonis, for me, I remember when I finished my primary school, that was in 2001, everything changed. Like it was the same like when I finished my high school in 2007, everything changed for me, like in music. I don't know, I have
Mhm.
this perception in my mind. So I
Okay.
remember in that moment in time, I was so into R&B music. I was discovering the R&B. I was like
Hmm.
very in love with R&B music. So I remember I started to look for different kind of singers, and Colby Adonis was sounding so hard in the radio and in the R&B charts. So I remember when I listened to the song and I listened to the whole album, and especially "Don't Turn Back," that is my favorite, and I think was the first single
No, what's the
by
second?
Colby. Was the second by Colby. The,
Yeah.
the first was
What you got?
that one. What you
Yes.
got? Yes, I remember. I was so obsessed with Colby Adonis. I was like, oh my god, this guy is so amazing. I love his voice. And yes, but this song is connected to my college year, my college time.
Yeah. So
It's not connected. Yes, it's not connected with with
yeah,
with with the high school because it was 1 year later. So, but
one
yes,
year
I love
later.
the
Yes,
song. Yes, but I love the
I was
song, and
there, friend.
it's
Sorry.
it's very connected with the time when I was discovering R&B.
Yes, yes. I
Oh,
get it.
Yeah.
okay, get it. Before we go on, I just want to say there was a mistake with one thing I said. I said Supertramp's song was Breakfast in America, but the album is Breakfast in America, and
Oh,
the song that
Okay.
Gym Class Heroes redo,
simple.
it's called the Logical song.
The
So
logical
Okay.
song.
the
Okay.
And
Logical song, yeah. I
there's
got
another
confused.
song now. Is actually the logical song. David Guetta and King Petras. So they are using that
Oh,
song
okay.
again. But I remember that album, Maria. I remember my father had the vinyl, and it's
Yeah,
a girl, like a waitress, right? On
holding.
the cover,
Yeah,
holding yes, yes, I
Oh, okay,
yeah,
remember
okay, okay, okay.
so much. I used
yeah.
to dance to one song of that album to my whole family to watch. How embarrassing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, your
Who's
song,
next?
you.
Okay, I'm next. Well, my next song was a song that was not popular at all here in Colombia, but because in 2005 maybe start my interest in R&B. So in 2007 I was like discovering and discovering, as I said, and Paula de Anda released this amazing song that is "Walk Away," and she
Yes.
was maybe not here in radios in Colombia, but she was in NTV all the time. I
Yeah.
remember
Mm,
a TV show from that time that was called Expose, and she was part of one episode of Expose. So I was crazy about Paula de Anda. And for me, all the time I was looking for my next R&B pop girl because Station Rico released A Beautiful Awakening 2006, and JoJo and Paula de Anda appears, and I was obsessed with Paula de Anda. So Walk Away was like because of the crush on that guy that was so hard, that was so strong. All the time I was thinking like, oh, this is the song when we break up or something like that. It was so crazy.
Oh,
It
creating the
was
whole
so
story.
yes,
Yes.
the whole story. Yes,
uh,
but yes, it was like I was discovering R&B music, and this song was like I remember I was in Paola's house. That is one of my best friends from high school and still is. And I was singing the song, and I remember she was laughing at me like, "Oh, you know all the lyrics, and you sing the song so hard." And I was like, "Oh my god, I love this song." So yes, what do you think about this song, guys? Mi Mariel.
well, I knew it obviously because I do
Yeah,
like Paula de Anda. Not my favorite by her because my favorite song by Paula de Anda, which should have been a single, it's So Cold.
so
Um,
cool.
but anyway, the song is like so teenage related stuff. So now I guess why you find it like attached to you because of the things you
Yeah,
were going through.
yeah,
So it's fun. It's definitely not my favorite, but it's really sweet to call it
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
It's
sweet.
really sweet.
Okay, okay. What do you think, Lukitas?
I remember being very addicted to that track. I love
Yeah,
it. Paula Dianda. She did great on the radio with all the singles she released from that album. I love it.
Hmm.
Easy was so good.
Easy.
He's
Yeah.
doing too much, and
doing too much.
I love that moment, like with her and Cassie and all those girls emerging in music at the same time. And Walk Away, I think, was probably my favorite from the singles at least. Uh, I don't have a story connected to that song, but I remember listening a lot and being very
That's
happy
all.
when the music video was on MTV.
Yes,
Yeah,
because it was in NTV all the time.
all the time, and it's so
I
Yeah,
simple.
remember
Like she's walking, crossing the
yeah,
guy
the
on the street.
stories.
Very
Yeah,
simple, but
when
very, very
MTV
cool.
used to be about music.
yes,
Exactly. Yes.
exactly.
But yeah, it's a cool song. Very
Cool
teenage
song.
related.
Yes, it's very
Yes.
cool.
And she
What
was
is
a
your?
teenager actually.
Yes, she was, but actually, she's our age too.
She's our
Our age.
age.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
she's our age. Yeah.
She's
What
a
is
baby.
your? Yeah. What is your next song, Luquitas?
Mine is RBD, No Digas Nada. I chose this song because there's a story with this one. The
Yeah.
lyrics make sense to something I was experiencing too, let's say
Hmm.
that. But also, they promoted that song here in Brazil on the radio. Was kind of promo single to promote the concert they were about to make here in São Paulo.
Hmm.
So it was my first international concert. So I have this memory from 2008 to be in an international concert. I bought the tickets with the money I saved from a summer job that I did during like 2 months or something. And my friend wanted to be there with me so badly, and there was like a promotion on the radio when they play "No Digas Nada." You got a call, and say, "I
Okay.
want the
Mhm.
tickets." And
Okay.
actually, I was the winner.
Oh, okay.
Like
Oh,
That's so
one day
cool.
was like every day. One day I remember I turned the radio on and the song just started and I was crazy on the telephone and it worked and I gave to my friend the ticket, so he was there with me too, so it was very special.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so cool story.
yeah, and I still love that song a lot. I listen to the song a lot. When I listen, brings me back the boy memory, but today made me remember the ticket story too. So there's two stories with the
Oh,
song.
yes, two stories
Yeah.
connected. Yes.
Yes.
great. Mhm.
Great, great, great.
What do you think about this song, mi Mariel?
I didn't know it. I know I'm Mexican and I don't know all the RBD songs.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. Shame on me. Shame on me. Yeah. But I was listening to it and I liked it because it's really pop. It's really RBD, It's Anaí singing. I'm
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
sorry, excuse
only
me.
and there's a
it's
little
Yeah.
bit of
only.
country in the song. Is a little bit.
I didn't perceive it, or maybe I should listen to it again. But
Yes, the intro is very
but
country.
it does sound like a typical teenage song for back in the day when we used to be free of problems.
Innocence. Yes.
In a sense, yes.
What do you
But it
think?
was good.
What do you think about the song, Mao? Do you like it?
Um, Maybe I don't know if I like it or if I don't hate it for sure. I didn't know the song Luquitas when you shared this song by RBD. I was like thinking like this song was a single here because
Yeah.
RBD here was huge too, and in that moment in time I remember a lot of songs by RBD, but not this one. So I was like, when I was listening to the song, I was like, I don't know the song, and it's very interesting to know the story behind the song,
Yes.
because here
Mhm.
I think it was not a single. I remember from
No.
that time
No.
Cero Parecer a lot of
Yeah,
songs.
I think was only
uh,
here in like a
yes, I think
promo
what
for
was
sale.
only here like a promo, but yes, I didn't know the song either as Mariel. It's a good song. It's all the time when Anais sings it's good because she has um, like a very this kind of voice that you like to hear, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, so yes, it's
A
it's
huge
it's good
voice.
when
Yes.
yes, it's good when she sings because it's a cute it's a treat voice, you
Yeah,
know.
you can
For
feel.
example,
Yeah,
in yes, for example in Sálvame that she is the one that she's singing. It's like, oh, it's a good song because she's singing, you know. So yes, I
yeah.
perceive the same with this song.
All the solos she did with RBD were great. For me,
Yeah.
Salvame is the worst.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, to be
Oh,
honest,
really?
it's very popular and everything. But for me, the other solos she did are very better. Like there's a song called "Desapareció" from the last album. Her solo perfection to me. You guys should listen.
Okay, okay, okay. That's interesting to know because Sálvame for me is like a huge anthem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm. Oh, Adrian is saying that he liked that RBD song. And he
Gracias.
didn't know
Uh,
it. I know it.
Yeah,
I must have been a promo in Brazil because I never heard it here. Um,
yeah.
and it's really interesting. Sometimes for us, you listen to a song and it's like, okay, but you never know the meaning behind the song for somebody else. Like for
yeah.
Luquitas,
Yes.
this song means something. So
Yeah.
yeah, I get
Mhm.
it.
I love
What
this.
is
Yeah.
your next song, mi Mariel?
Okay, this song has a lot of story. It's
We want to
Manier
know the
by,
story.
by Nelly Furtado.
Mhm.
Yes, Nelly
Yeah,
Furtado, the Queen of 2007
Yeah.
the
for sure.
Queen, darling, the Queen.
Yeah.
Well, I was really sad because I just the guy I used to date, broke up with me. He broke my heart. He was older than me, and well, anyway, long
Yeah.
story short. I
Hmm.
was like, you know what? Nobody's ever gonna make fun of me or treat me like that or whatever, whatever, whatever. And so some of my friends decided to take me out clubbing, And when that song came out, they used to say like, "Go dance it because you are going to be a man eater." Uh,
Okay.
now that
Yeah,
you
sure.
just recovered from this heartbreak. So for me, it was
Mhm.
like, okay, part of a, like feeling free, feeling myself again. Like I don't want to talk
Confident.
about this
Yes.
this idiot anymore. So,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna, meet other guys because the world is
Yeah.
full of people. So okay, so that part is number one, and number two. I don't know if you guys knew about that. I auditioned for an acting school here in Mexico
Okay.
before I
What
studied before I
what
studied
acting school, mi Mariel? El SEA
uh
or something like that?
no, I wish. No, no, no. It was a Russian acting school,
Okay.
um, here in Coyoacan, and I wanted to be an actress before anything. So my first uh college audition was you have to make a monologue, sing a song, and dance. And
Okay.
I did a monologue on this Spanish girl, don't remember, and I sang Chega de Saudade by João Gilberto and Bebel
Oh,
Gilberto,
Brazilian
and
Okay,
song.
I
wow. I'm
and
sorry.
and I danced to Man Eater.
Me
So
neither. Wow.
yeah,
Savage.
savage. Yeah, I know. So for me,
Yes.
it was really cool. It was really intense, that part of my life, because I was preparing to join. I was accepted. I studied there for 6 months, and then things changed, and I changed school. But I will always remember that Man Eater was the song that made me get into college. So it's
Yeah.
weird.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
weird.
Yes.
So that's
That
why I
that's
love
the
it. And
power of music. That's so great. The song
Do you?
yeah,
made you more confident because of the lyrics
Yes.
and everything.
yes.
It
Mm-hmm.
was like a choreography or something, mi Mariel. I want to see a video or something like that. You
There's
dancing,
no
man, either. No?
There's no video, no. But I did rehearse for weeks, and for the song "Chega de Saudade," um, I practiced with a teacher, and I think I did a good job because I was accepted. So
Yeah, of
Yes.
course you
um,
You did
did.
it great.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
and I remembered, yes, dancing to it. I was feeling a little nervous because I was dancing to
Of
people I never seen
course.
in my life,
Yes.
and they were like, "Whenever you're ready," and I'm like, "Okay, let's play it." Yeah, and that's how it happened. And well, so for me,
Great.
Man Eater has that special meaning for me. And
Yes.
I'm guessing you guys like this song, right, Mao?
Yeah.
For sure. For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I love all Luz album. It's spectacular for me. Again, Nelly Furtado was everywhere, and I remember when this song, and it was so good to see a different Nelly. Like a sassy, very sexy Nelly Furtado, singing this kind of stuff. And yes, Money, they're promiscuous, Set It Right, like we're huge here. Like everywhere. And I remember it's not related with. There is an anecdote that is not related with money. There is related with promiscuous. I remember I loved like every song, like Nelly. And I remember my dad doesn't know English, but promiscuous is a word that you can, of course, you can interpret it what it means. And
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
remember one day I was singing promiscuous like very hard, like promiscuous girl, and my dad get into my room and I was like, "What are you
What?
singing about being promiscuous?"
We
I
all
remember
learned
that moment.
what is
Yes,
promiscuous from that song.
yes, yes,
The
yeah,
same happened to
exactly.
me. Yes, yes. My
Oh,
father
really,
told me,
friend?
"Do you know what is promiscuous?" And I was like,
Yeah,
"No."
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes.
I knew what it was promiscuous, but I
Yeah.
remember that was so funny because my dad was so angry because I was listening that being
Ah,
promiscuous and stuff like that. So it's funny that you mentioned that friend. For you, it was the
yeah,
same.
I remember that. Yes, and I remember I didn't like Me Neither at first because she released it, Promiscuous and Me Neither like at the same time.
At the
Like
same
Yeah.
time, I remember the same, like
Simultaneous.
at the same time. Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
Me Neither for Europe and the Promiscuous for the rest. And I was more into Promiscuous, but then in a moment that changed, and of course I love that song. It's very sexy and confident, so I can see why the song helped you, Marielle, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yay!
Yes.
Yes. Mao, your next song?
My next song is by Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne had this moment that was like a comeback because she was in the early 2000s. She was so famous, huge. A lot of people love her, and in that moment, she was more pop. I think, like more this kind of girl pop, pop girl. Sorry. And the story behind the song, this song was used in high school. In every year we had like a contest, a cheerleader contest that
Mm,
every grade had to participate. So we preparate like a choreography, a cheerleading choreography with all the stuff like the dancing and everything. It was like a huge event in my school.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember in that every year, like in the past, we were terrible, doing that. It was terrible for us, like for my grade, for my course, for my grade, for my group. But in that year, we were the winners of that contest. So it was so
Oh.
good. And Girlfriend was one of the songs that we used for the choreography. It was a lot of I remember a lot of songs were used for that, like Temperature by Sean Paul, Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne, a Colombian song actually that is very like tropical. A lot of songs.
Mm-hmm.
The Rasmus or something like that. I'm falling into pieces. This is my last resort.
Resort is Papa Roach.
Papa Roach, yes. That song was used too, and Girlfriend was the song that was the opening of the choreography. So it was
Mm-hmm.
very good because we were dancing like hey hey, and I still can remember a little one of the moves because it was like something like that, like hey hey. It was very good. It was very nice. It was very fun moment, and because we were the winners, it was one of these moments that I remember with a lot of happiness.
Mm.
So you were a cheerleader? That's what I'm
No,
getting. No.
no, no, no. It was funny because there were two girls in my group that were cheerleaders, but the rest were not. But it was like a part of, I don't know how to explain it. It was nobody was a cheerleader, but
Oh,
it
all of
was.
you had to be part of the thing.
Yes, we had
Oh,
because
okay.
it was an event of the school.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And now I see.
So
Mm.
Yes.
it was like mandatory to participate in that, to make that cheerleading presentation.
Mm.
Yeah, I
But
get it
I
now.
was not, I was not a cheerleader at
Was
all.
not a was not a thing that happened in the whole year. Like was
It was
isolated. Okay.
Yes, yes. It was like one day. It was like an event, like one day, and
Oh, okay,
all
okay.
the groups participate, and one was the winner.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
that year we were the winners. So
Great.
what do you think about the song Friends, Mariel?
Uh, I never liked the song.
Okay,
Wow.
It annoys me. I don't know why. Because
yeah,
Hey, hey,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was everywhere. So I was like,
it
okay,
was
this one
everywhere.
again. Sorry, my little girl is here. Yeah, I was like, shut up, please, and
Okay,
because everybody was playing it, and I'm like, yeah, so come on, it's
Yeah.
driving me crazy. And the video, I used to hate it too. So no, I'm sorry, Mimo, but this time
no,
I.
it's okay. It actually is not. It's not a song that I love, to be
Mhm,
honest. But it's a song that reminds me of that
of
event,
that
like the
time,
cheerleader
yeah,
thing. Yeah, but it's okay, Mariel.
yeah.
What do you think,
Sorry.
Luquitas? Because I know you love Avril Lavigne.
Yes. Actually, that album was pretty much the soundtrack of my 2007.
Right?
I Every single song I remember something, and Girlfriend, of course, at first was very different than what she did before. So I
Yeah.
was like, "What?"
Yeah.
But at the same time, I could feel the pop punk thing in the sound and everything. But the whole pink thing, I don't think
Yeah,
it was a
okay.
problem at
Mm-hmm.
all. Maybe the problem is that she never let this go. She's still like that, you know. But
Yeah.
uh, in that moment, I love it, and I hope I have the chance to share the stories from that album one day. But 2007 was not my senior year, as you guys know.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
okay.
know, I know. I
Yeah.
remember, I remember my friend Paola that I mentioned already was so into Avril Lavigne.
Mm-hmm.
Avril Lavigne was her queen, so I
Yes.
remember she had the CD, the best damn thing,
Yes.
and all the time she was playing the hot and girlfriend, and there is another song that is so good. When we were gone, when
When
you're
you're gone.
gone, when you're
Yes.
When you're
gone, and keep on. There is another song that was not
Keep
a
holding
single.
on.
Keep holding on. Yes, I remember all the time in her house listening to this album. Because yes, as you said, it was like a very important album in that year.
Give Me Butterflies, talking about this
Yeah.
album. So many
Oh
memories.
Oh,
wow, we need
Yeah,
to talk about this album in another episode, friend.
in
we
another
will.
episode.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
We just
yes.
turned one hour of our episode. Do you want to talk about the bonus songs we chose each? Mao, you choose. It's your episode.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
we can do it.
we could do it very quickly. What is your next, Luquitas?
Okay.
It is the bonus, actually. I
Yes.
wanted to share a Brazilian song
Mm.
with you guys. I don't think it's the type of music you guys will like or anything. It's just because, for fun, was my favorite band when I was a teenager, and I had so many memories because the lyrics were very teen from their songs,
Mm-hmm.
and I could relate so much. And the song that I sent you guys is called Sol Chuva, and is a song more reggae. It's not so much rock,
Yes.
but is like the utopical uh, thing that I thought my life would be after high school,
Mm-hmm.
because there's the atmosphere of a road trip and going to the beach and discovering a simple life, living in a simple place. And I don't know, I had this idea that life would be like that to me, which never happened. I'm not simple at all, and I'm not ashamed to say that. But in that moment makes sense, and I had a lot of memories, and I'm going to see the reunion concert they are
Mm.
making this year,
Mm.
so I'm very excited. Me and my best friend, we spent my best friend back then, Arthur, we spent hours listening to this band and talking about the future. So it's very special to me. I don't know if you
Mm.
guys had the chance to listen. Maybe you guys
Yes.
didn't like it because it's very different, but I want to hear very quickly your thoughts. Starting with Marielle, that I know she likes a little bit of reggae, but don't know if it's your thing.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's not my type of music, but like you mentioned, it is. It has some reggae vibes, like the ones I'm listening to right now. So I love Hyrie and I love Anuhia.
Yes.
So yeah, gave me those vibes, and it's okay. I mean, I never heard of it. I didn't know about this band, but thank you so much for the introduction and the story behind it, Luquitas. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Yes. Great. And you, Mal?
Every time I listen to a song from Brazil, I feel very connected to you and to your country, as
Yeah.
in the case of Mariel, because thank God I have the opportunity to see the two of you, like when I travel, when I'm working. So
Hmm.
it's so amazing for me when I have the opportunity to eat something from Mexico or from Brazil and to have this kind of experience. So
Yeah.
when I was listening to the song, I perceived these reggae vibes, and I was thinking about how was this moment for Lucas. I was trying to be you, like I
Yeah.
was listening to the song, and I felt very connected to, like, oh my God, I feel very connected with Mexican and Brazilian cultures because of my friends. So
Yeah.
it's very, every time I listen to a new Brazilian or Mexican artist that I don't know and you love, I feel very connected to you. Like when I had the opportunity to listen Vanessa Camargo for the first time or Sandy Jr. more songs.
Yes.
This time was the same. I feel very connected. Like, oh my God, I love the Brazilian and Mexican culture because of my friends.
Oh, thank you. That's really
It's,
beautiful.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. What about you, mi Maria? What is your last one? Your bonus track?
I'm sorry. My bonus track is "Bleeding Love" by Leona Lewis.
Yeah,
Back then, I was really excited to see a new singer, an upcoming singer, having such a powerful voice. We have talked about Leona in other episodes, but
Yeah.
it was cool seeing somebody with talent because sometimes new artists were just, yeah, they were cool, but probably they didn't have like the best voice ever,
Yeah.
or I don't know. But with Leona, it was like she has the whole package. So she can sing. The song is beautiful. I mean, it breaks your
yeah,
heart if you're in um, a separation thing.
yeah,
For me, it was more like that. That is like saying, "Oh wow, there's finally a new upcoming singer with talent." And I was
Yeah.
obsessed with the song. I used to sing to it a lot back when I was about to leave high school.
Yeah.
So yeah, it brings back great memories, and I'm sure you guys love it too. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And it's the same. We were so used to see average singers, I don't know,
yeah,
that when we heard Leona Lewis, we were
oh my God,
like
yes.
very impressed, right? So yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
Yes, I remember. I don't know why, but I think Bleeding Law was not released here in 2007. It was released in 2008. So
mm,
It's because it was released in like
in
very
in
close to the
November
end
or
of
December, yes,
yeah.
because I remember this song was huge when I was in my first semester of my college. So everybody
same.
was talking about it, like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, this song is amazing! This girl, this new girl." And I remember watching the video, but in 2008. So, but yes, we told it. We already mentioned this. We
Yeah.
love Leona. She's great. And yes, it was a huge impact when she released
Yes.
Bleeding Love. Yeah.
Of course.
Yes, great. And your bonus track, Mo?
Okay, just to finish the episode, my bonus track is a Colombian song. It's a
Uh-huh.
song by Bonka that here in Colombia we had this movement that I think I mentioned this in other episodes that was the Tropipop movement with
Mm-hmm.
a lot of bands. Actually, Fanny Lou, that I think you know her. She was part of this, and Bonka, Wamba, San Alejo, a lot of bands from Colombia were in that movement. And I think like reggaeton is today for maybe for today kids, for us, tropipop was like the genre in music that was ruling the radio, you
Right.
know.
Right.
And I used to hate this song because it's very cliche and it's very corny in a way. I don't know. It's very, yes. It's like for me it's like even I like a silly song. But right now when I listen to the song, it's very connected to that moment because this song was used for a video that we celebrate this prom party,
Mm-hmm.
and the people that were in 10th grade made for us a video with
So,
pictures of us.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so special, right? To be honest, it was so special. Even when I hated the song in that moment, it was
Yeah.
so special because they used that song. And the song, I don't know if Luquitas had the opportunity to understand what they are saying,
I
but
did.
they are singing about it, like to
Yes.
leave the school, to say
mm-hmm.
goodbye to your friends, to start a new life. So right now when I listen to the song, it's more nostalgic for me. I don't love
Yeah.
the song. I never love Tropipop or Wamba, but it's inevitable for me not to talk about Tropipop, Bonka, Wamba, and all these groups because it
Mm.
was part, like very important part of my high school and for the senior year. So, what do you think about the song, friends, Luquitas?
All the lyrics are perfect for the senior
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
Like it's made for that. And what I was thinking is that the tropic Pop. Is that the name, right?
Yes, Tropipop.
Um, doesn't sound weird for me. Everything
Oh,
you showed me is not that different from the pop rock or the rock bands we had in the 90s and 2000s here in Brazil.
okay.
That we never called tropi pop. But if you listen to Skank and Paralamas do Sucesso, there were huge bands
Similar.
here in Brazil. It's very similar. Sounds very Brazilian. So was for me a cool track, and the lyrics very cliche, made for moments like that for sure. But it's cool, and I think if I was living in your country, it would be a song that I would remind my senior year to.
For
Mm.
sure, Fred.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What do you think, me, Mariel?
Well, I didn't know about this singer, but the song definitely is a song made for high school abandoned.
Yes,
Like those who are
yes,
leaving. But it wasn't like my favorite, to be honest. And I catched a lot of Juanes vibes in his
Mhm.
voice, so maybe a copycat of Juanes. I don't know. Um,
Yes, but they were very
mhm.
influenced by Juanes actually.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
these bands.
I could hear the reference,
Hmm.
but it was okay. I mean, like you said, probably is the kind of song that you get to hate, but at the same time you get to like eventually. So
Yes,
yeah, it was cool.
yes.
Not my favorite, but it was okay.
Now that you mention Juanes, just to finish, I was about to include Me Enamora by Juanes because it was released in that year. And I remember it was so special for us because in that year we had the
Mm.
opportunity to see Juanes live in
Oh,
this Evento 40 concert that was organized by Los 40 Principales here in Colombia. So yes, it
Mm.
was an special moment, and this Me Enamora song was special for us back in the day too. So just like a quick comment.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm loving Adrian's comment here. He said that Girlfriend by Avril was a song that always put me in a good mood. It used to be one of the songs I would play on my iPod while mowing the lawn.
Okay.
what is Mowing the
Yeah.
Lawn?
Like cutting the grass
Ah,
with a
okay, but
machine. Yeah, like
is it a
that's
metaphor or is for real?
no, it's for real.
Okay,
I think it's for
No,
real.
yeah,
let it go, let it go.
when you cut.
I was
Okay,
thinking something
what?
else.
Okay, you and your dude. Well, that was it for today's song episode. The official playlist can be found on Spotify. Mao just did
It's
it
already on.
today.
Yeah.
It's already on Spotify, so you can check it there, and listen to the
Yes.
songs you didn't know. Next week we won't be live because Mao is leaving for a vacation, so
Yes.
Yeah.
he's living la vida loca, and we are here like that. Luquitas and I, we stay like this, waiting. But we hope you have a great trip, Mao.
Oh,
And
thank you, guys.
we will be seeing you once Mao gets back. But
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And well, anything else you guys want to add, Mao?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mariel. The last comment of Adrian. Also, we need to see a video of Mao performing. Actually, we had a video, but it was in a format that it was impossible to
Hmm.
decode right now.
Oh,
Because yes, we try to convert this video that we used to have, but it was impossible. And we asked help for people that was like. Professionals in that, and it was impossible. I don't know what happened with the video, but
mm,
anyway, I want to have the video because it is a good presentation actually. And
oh,
today I was wearing like the in Spanish is estola and a pin from my high school
I love
that
you,
is
Mao.
called Simon Bolivar. Yes, and I tried to emulate my uniform back in the day. It was with a white shirt and with a dark blue sweater. I was trying to
Mm.
emulate it. This is so much better, actually. The one that was the original was horrible. But anyway, thank you guys. It was amazing to share with these memories with you as always with the audience. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Joaquin, Thank you,
Yeah.
Papito. Thank you, my brother Julia. I love you. My mom, of course. Actually, I'm not missing my mom anymore because right now she's here with
She's
me,
back.
actually in
She's
my
back.
house. So
Yes,
yeah, she's back.
we saw.
So yes, actually, I'm enjoying so much the time with her. So
Mm.
thank you,
Oh,
the audience. Bye bye. See you not next week. The next
Yeah,
yeah.
in 2 more weeks. And
in two
Luquitas,
more
anything
weeks.
else?
I want to say thank you for everyone watching. Thank you, Mal, for this topic. I feel like I could talk like 10 hours with you guys about
Yes,
our stories from high school. There's so
Yeah.
much
there's so
things.
much.
For me, it was like a whole trip yesterday finding uh, photos and letters and a lot of memories that I have in a box from that time. So it was actually very good. So thank you so much, and can't wait for the next one.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, and follow us on Instagram at Ready Set Pop Pod.
Yeah.
And we'll be seeing you real soon. So have a great night, everybody, and thank you.
Thank you. Bye.